Guess we're not in Kansas anymore. Toto. Brand new adventure today, and we're gonna have an awesome, awesome, awesome time. We are way up in somewhere. Pennsylvania. I'm gonna tell you we're in Pennsylvania with the Central PA Metal Detectors guy. He's got a YouTube channel. I'm gonna put a link in the video description to his channel. Now you think we're gonna find some stuff, maybe? Yes?
Yes, for sure. Most definitely.
Got a gold coin, right?
Yep.
Found a little, this is cool. Check this out.
That's what we're looking
Yeah, man, there you go. So here we are, we're in the cornfield. I've hunted him away from the truck. Todd's still over there working on his machine. And Jerry and James are the other side of the hay bales. Anyway, let me show you what I'm using today and how I have it set up. And I have a first signal right there that we're gonna dig together. Well, you're not gonna be able to see this, are you? Hold on a second. Okay, Garrett AT Max, 0 program, 0 discrimination, maximum sensitivity. Got my headphones on, 3 bars for the battery juice. And it's not a lot of iron in the ground here. A little bit, you feel it. Well, let me click this off a second for you. See the headphone thing just flashing. I just turn them off just for a second. I don't want to drive everybody nuts, but there's not a whole lot of iron in this part of the farm. Now, this is a new farm for these guys. So we have to find a spot. See, it's not a lot of iron, but I do have one signal here that we'll dig together. And then I'm going to put you away for a bit. Somewhere near the shovel. Okay. So we've got a little squeaky squeak there. First thing I'm going to do is kick this back. Listen again, see if it was in the top. Okay, so still bare. I'm going to set you up. Hold on a second. All right, should be like right in there. It's kind of small. I'm not going to worry too much. And then we're in a cornfield, and guys, don't worry about it. Just fill your holes in. I think it's in this loose dirt right here. Yep, so something very small. Very small. I dropped it because I heard it beeping. In here again. Here. Mine just thrown it away again. All right, it's here. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's not like a 22 shell or something. 22 bullet, something small. There it is. There it is in here. What do we have? Oh, looky! What we have here is not what I thought it was. I thought it was a small button, but this is actually going to be a rivet. Yeah, so what we have is a small rivet. It's broken off right there. Brass. Yeah, it could be 100 years old. Could be 200 years old. Well, not two. It's probably somewhere between 100 and present. Alrighty, first signal. Put you away for a bit. We're going to work our way around the fields. And there down there, Todd's doing an intro to his video. So I want to show you something. Look at all the gnats out here. This is like, it's like winter time. I can't believe the gnats are out. These are bales of fodder. These are actually the old corn stalks that is left over. And back in the old days, like when I was a kid, usually they just plowed these things under. They would mow them and plow them under. But you can also use this for animal feed and bedding. When I say animals, like cows and stuff. So it's, it has value apparently because they got it all bagged up. One thing I am curious about is that, I've been walking around the fields and I just noticed there's a number of rocks right in this small area. That little one there, a couple there, one over here. So there's a possibility, actually that's a brick. So it's a possibility, is that a brick? No, it's just a rock. That there could have been some type of structure here. And what we're looking at is the, part of the foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire the old metal detector up and look for iron right here, real quick. Nice little signal there, at least I thought it was nice. It just turns out to be an iron ring. Boy, still more rocks though, so I'm not giving up on this spot just yet. No pottery, no glass, but God, I can't believe I'm out of breath already. Ground is very rocky. So I just found this doohickey, which is off of like horse hames or collar or something. But anyway, the rocks, there's a lot of iron in this area, so there was definitely something here, whether it was a barn or a house or just a little shed, who knows. We'll keep digging and see if we can come up with a button or two. I'm not seeing any pottery or glass, so I'm not real hopeful there's going to be an old house here. But I think we're on to something. Just spend a little more time. Still in this area where the rocks are, and I have a decent squeaker. I started digging a hole, and I think there's some iron right here. So It's a square nail, so we know whatever structure we're digging right now is an older one. Now the squeaker I heard that was still in a hole. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna set you up. We'll dig this one together. I have a good feeling about this one. Oh no, it's iron. Oh yeah. Sounds like a pretty good squeaker, but yeah, it's another big old piece of farm iron. I talk so loud. Yeah, so just I'm hearing that the roundness on that is giving kind of that good squeak. All right, we'll keep moving. I think there's like 300 or 400 acres on this farm, so we probably don't need to stay by the truck all day unless we start finding some good stuff. So we're up in the middle of Amish country. Look, golf ball. You can never get away from those things. I tell you, they're just everywhere. I promise not to do this to you, every time I find one of these. But this is a bullet, a lead bullet. Could be 100 years old, could be 130 years old. Not like Civil War or anything like that, probably 1900s. But I just thought I'd show that to you in case you ever find one. Again, I promise not to do this to you every time, but here's a pull tab. I won't show you any more of these unless I do a live dig or ring pull for you guys overseas. It's kind of a weird one. It must be like an old style. I mean, I don't know anything about these things, but it looks pretty old to me. Probably not Civil War. Pepsi's. There's Pepsi on it. Yeah, I don't think it's Civil War era, but it's pretty old. This is my first non-ferrous target, meaning non-iron. It's a little piece of brass or copper. Not really wonderful, but Todd is down there where that little foundation was, where you saw earlier in the video where I started the dig. He's calling for Jerry, so he probably found something. I'm looking for a richer site though. Let's keep going. I'm still working my way across this field, and I want to explain to you my thought process as to why I'm doing a lot of zigzagging. As to why I'm doing what I'm doing. If you look at ground level, it's a fairly featureless field, except for where I'm standing. There's kind of a rise and a hump here for sure. I don't know if that was a house, a graveyard, a clump of trees. I don't know, but that's why I came over here, because I wanted to check this thing out. And that's what I do. I look, if this field is, it's a tough field because there's not a lot of humps. Well, it's easy actually, because there's not a lot of humps in it. And I usually go toward the little humps, because if you're building a cabin or house or camping, you're not going to want to be on a flat area, because when it rains, it stays wet. Even on top of the hill, you'd want to maybe be toward the side. And I'm talking old-timers now. I'm not talking about nowadays. So I got this little hump I'm working on. We go to that little hump. We're going to work this area that's been disturbed. This was dug up for some reason. I don't know why. I did want to show you this target. I have not actually looked at it, but I think it's actually a float bowl or a sediment filter out of a tractor. If you guys don't know. Looks old-timey though, doesn't it? Woohoo! That's kind of cool little relic though. I like that. Well, I have these on my tractors. Don't know what this is. Let's look around. If I find something, I haven't seen any pottery, any bricks, but if I find something older than this and cooler than this, I'll get the camera back out. Sorry I fibbed a little bit. I had to get you back up. This is the area where I'm working, where it looks disturbed. I have a theory, and it might be important for what we're going to do next. If you look, there's little ruts through here where the tractors have sunk down, not in any other part of the field. So that tells me that this is a wet area. Now, wet areas like this could be a good source or a place to dig a well. It's like a wet weather spring, stays wet, there's water close to the surface. So finding this wet area out in the middle of this field, I'm immediately going to start looking around for any humps nearby or any areas where they might have built a cabin or a house. That's a good spot right there. Between here and that house, right there is a good spot to check. And back here, there's a little ridge right here, not down to the dip there. There's a little ridge right in front of us. So I'm going to backtrack, go up that ridge, cut across the road, not the road, but between us and the road, over to that little hump and over in there. And I would not be surprised if we find the remnants of an old dwelling of some sort. Mark my words. So I walked around that side of this wet area, and I'm kind of closer to the road, so we're going to finish this off and finish that. I just dug this, which gives a good signal on the metal detector. It's very light. It's actually a a piece of burned coal or coke. You find a lot of this, especially around railroad tracks, but what this tells me is somewhere on this farm they were using coke or coal. And this is a metalworking area, so this probably came out like on a manure spreader, or there actually could be a building here associated with this. Getting into more iron, but not enough for a home yet. Well, remember when I said mark my words? Well, don't mark them exactly, because apparently I might be off the property, and they just yelled at me. Well, they didn't yell at me, but just told me I have strayed from the property line, which doesn't make any sense considering anything that tree's a property line. Doesn't make any sense to me, but oh well, we'll never know if there is a house there. But we'll find another one. Maybe that one. Yeah, apparently the tree is a property line going that direction, like following that fence line up. There's no fence here, so I didn't know. But yeah, I was just barely over it. We're good to go. Just kind of walking over to talk to Jerry about, you know, the property and stuff. I really want to go up the other side of our truck. That's where I think the hot spot's going to be. Got a good squeaker, and I dug it up. Big hole, but I'll fill it in. I just saw it somewhere. It's not like the best squeaker, but, well, it's not that old, but I have to find it again. Isn't that crazy? What do I do with it? It's huge. That is so bizarre, isn't it? Okay, so there it is, right there. Somehow I got it all kicked all the way back here. What we have here is a typical like harness buckle. Could be a belt buckle, but you know, that would probably date. Don't know for sure. It's late 1800s up through, you know, almost present, really. Nice big signal though. Go have a little powwow. Sorry, I didn't mean to cross the line. That little knoll just to the right of the truck. Between the right truck. See on that?
Yeah, go for it, brother.
Can we go up that way?
Yeah, yeah. I think he said he owns clean to the road, so
okay.
go as far as you want that way.
All right. Well, are you guys going to kind of work that back that way, or are you going to keep going this way, or what? Well, you can't go this way because it's off the property.
Oh, he's up in the pasture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably follow you.
All right. Yeah, I just have a feeling about that. I found like the evidence of a little structure by the end of the hay bales. Starting up the hill, just off Todd's truck, found a piece of copper wire, probably not terribly old, but as you can see, it's been bent over, so it might have been used for something. Not hearing a lot of iron, but I don't want you guys to give up hope just yet, because we haven't finished this little hillside, and if there's nothing here, we can always go up on that hill too, so we might be heading over there soon. I don't have any great finds yet, but I have something curious I wanted to share with you guys. Kind of back down toward the end of the field, I actually crested the knoll, didn't find any evidence of a home site. But as I'm walking around here, I'm coming across limestone, broken up limestone. See that rock right there? This is the first limestone I've seen out here. And I have to ask myself, and you should ask yourself, why is it here? Now granted, we're really close to the road, so it could be related to that. Or this could be an old building, the remains of an old building. That you know, foundation that they hauled away all the big stones and the small ones got crushed up like that. Possibility. Not finding a lot of iron yet, but we just got here. Let's keep at it. Well, 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 that dreaded pie plate. All right, gotta find something older than this, huh? I bet it was delicious. Guess we're not in Kansas anymore. Toto. Some really interesting news. I was out there digging right along the edge of the road, dug a piece of a car, and guy stopped, Craig. What you finding? So I got talking to him, really nice guy. Well, he owns that farm across the road. And he actually took me over there, showed me around. There's an old log cabin on the property. Well, they live in it. He has a guy, a metal detector dude named Bob, lives in it. And the stream goes right through his property. There's a big spring out front. He was like, have at it, you know. Go over there and detect if you'd like. So what I'm going to do is go back and get the boys and see if they want to move, because any place that has a stream running through it is where I want to be. Now, he said he's found tons of arrowheads over there too. So we're gonna go over there, maybe meet Bob. I already met Bob, but you guys might get to meet him, and I'll try there, man. I'm really excited. And here's a clip, at least one clip, of me being over there talking to Craig and talking about the house just a little bit. We're gonna drive over. Be right back.
What would you call that?
A loophole.
A hole where
yeah, they call it a loophole. So you're so this is a log cabin here.
This was
right?
This part was log house.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was like back in the Indian days.
Back in the Indian days.
You see where they remodeled it. You see there's a loophole here that they could shoot their muskets out. This is an awesome farm.
And there's a stream down there which the Indians did a lot of whatever they did at streams, living and washing.
And obviously a big spring, I guess. There's a spring there, right?
Yeah.
Wow, this is awesome, dude.
That's pretty cool.
And guess what? He's gonna let us look around.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we're gonna have a ball. Trust me on this one. No more car parts. Hey, I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. So we made it over to the new permission, and everybody's getting their stuff out. The yard is really nice. We need to take good care of it, and we'll hunt this for a little bit, see what we can find. We have our first good signal. I can see something here. Oh, what is that? Yeah, that's a beautiful little find though. Look at that thing. That's a watch winder, I think. It has the shape of an old. We'll be able to figure out what that is. We'll get you a good picture on the end. Second signal, and it is something quite strange. Actually, I have no idea what that is. Very heavy cast iron. Looks old, hand forged. Not a clue as to what that might have gone to. I've never seen one quite like it. Looks like half of an ice cream cone, if you know what I mean. I know you can hear Todd from here, but yeah, what'd you get?
Oh, it's not ours. I thought it was 07. It's 57.
1957?
Yeah, 57.
Dog tag. County dog tags. That's cool. Congratulations. I have a little find. Hey, you got good eyes.
I like these things.
Hey, get out of my way. Come out here. Maybe not.
At least I get those in the box.
Yeah, I love my wife's a vet, so. What do you make of that? I can't really read it, so I think it's a watch winder.
Yeah,
but
that's a watch winder, I believe.
Can you read it?
I will here in a second.
Uh-oh. Secret weapons.
Maybe.
You carry a little bit of everything, don't you?
Yeah. East Hempfield Asylum?
Maybe we shouldn't be digging here. Asylum? Probably, I would think so.
Pounds.
I don't think I got this on camera, but when the owner brought me over here, he said that, the guy Bob, who lives in the house, metal techs too, and he was saying that Bob found a money clip that belonged to his grandfather, like back in the day. Of course, they gave it to the family, but the grandmother still remembers him getting that money clip and being so proud of it. I think he said he worked for the bank, but I'm not sure. But so maybe this belonged to his grandfather as well. You know, we get it back to the family.
That's awesome.
Find, Thanks.
Just
Oh, that's weird. Look, can I see? Yeah. Boy, it looks like a giant. Oh,
yeah,
it's very light though, huh?
I think that's too big for a ring.
You know, it looks like a giant finger ring.
Yeah.
But it's aluminum.
Right.
Very light. So.
Yeah.
Oh well, who knows? Oh, Dad's still around.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. So what is? I think it's a watch winder. I think. I'm not a positive, but
yeah,
you say it's.
Looks like you found a watch winder from Hempfield, Pennsylvania, and that is where my dad grew up and went to high school at Hempfield High School.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
First target.
Dad's away right now, but he's coming home Friday.
Awesome. Well, I'm definitely going to leave it with you. I would like to keep it so I can get a picture of it, but I'm going to leave it with Bob if you're not around.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. We did good. Thanks. I'll leave it with Bob if you're not here.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's like a overalls button or something. Yeah. Nice. Hope there's a gold coin in there for you. Nice high squeaker here. I'm going to take a chance and get you guys out. Now I haven't actually picked it up. It's just in loose dirt, so the hole is dug, but right in there. Sounds very queenish. It isn't, but it's brass. What is it? Oh no. What that is, I'm almost afraid to tell you. That is the base to a light bulb. Imagine that. Right by the road. Gonna take another chance with it. We just found the base of the light bulb behind me, but this one Really does sound like a coin, a small one. So hopefully it's something good. Right in the top here somewhere. A little bit off. A little bit off. Uh-oh, it's in the grass. All right, so still in here. Not really seeing any signs of it. God, I hope it's not on the light bulb base. Ah, there it is. It's a coin, I think. Probably a penny. Ah, it's a little button. No, what is it? Ah, it's Mercury Dime. Look at that. So we have a fish. What I just did, don't ever do when you find silver or gold, is wipe it on your pants because you scratch it pretty easy. It's a Mercury Dime. A solid silver, or at least pretty close to being solid silver. Look how black it is, huh? All right, doing good. Got a nice little banger up here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not a small cent. Oh, there it is. What is it? Oh, it's a toe tap. Look at that. This is what we call a toe tap. This would have gone on the front of a boot, like this boot right here, like that. And that would protect the toe from getting a lot of wear from walking, you know, through the grass or wherever. And all those little holes are where the nails would have been, up into the boot. Yeah, so that's what we call a toe tap. You got a toe tap and a heel plate. That's what that is. That's a nice little find. It's at least 100 years old, I'd reckon. Still in the yard, had a nice little signal on a dagger. I thought this was actually going to be a piece of a pocket watch. But I'm thinking I see threads right here, so that's going to be the top to a mason jar lid. It's all crumbled apart. They're made out of pewter. Very crumbly. See that? So I'm going to bag this, and I'm not going to dig the rest of it. Big hole here, because I got a big piece of iron out of there, but it's definitely a squeaker. And I moved over to here. I know I'm taking a chance with you, but it's a big, it's actually a round, oh no. It was a round nail, so it's not very old. Okay, this is probably some type of lid to something. As you can see, it's probably threaded maybe, so it's some type of lid to something. That's brass, so, you know, it gives a good signal, but not very treasureful. Nice heavy squeaker right here. So I'm hoping it's gonna be a coin right in this corner. Well, let's do it real quick. Oh, you like to hear this stuff? Oh yeah. Probably right in this area here. You see it? Oh, it's gonna be a giant something delicious. Yeah. I don't see it. Moved it over here. Wasn't very deep, was it? All right. Oh, that sounds really good. That's a nice wispy high tone. Oh, there it is. I think it's gonna be another coin. What do you think? A little silver barber dime, maybe. What do you think? Nope. Martin coin. This is a clad dime. And by clad, I mean that it's not silver. It's a metal clad in another metal to make it look like silver. Post 63, 64, or something like that. When I was talking to the owner earlier, he told me there was like a building right up there where the brush starts. You know, don't know how old it was though. But I came over the side of the yard, and right in that hole I just dug this thingy, which I'm going to guess is part of a flashlight. Yeah, it's probably where the thing with the toggle was to turn it on and off. But this is kind of curious. He did not mention any type of building being right where we're standing. That's obviously some type of corner or something right here. Could be a septic tank, I don't know. I don't think it is though, because I didn't hear the rebar in it. Another thing I wanted to show you. If you look at the house, you see those S things on it. What that is that's reinforcing for the house. It goes, there's a bar of iron, goes all the way through the house. And they put those things on the end, and they tighten up the bolts, and it kind of holds the house together, keeps it from falling apart. You see that on a lot of the old brick houses. It's awesome. What is it? A Louisiana Purchase Exposition. St. Louis, 1808, 1904. That's awesome. World Fair. That's awesome. That's a great find right there. I like it. How you making out?
Nothing since the dog tag. Oh.
Ooh, what's that? Oh, yeah, you should be wearing gloves.
Yeah, I know.
That's what everyone tells me. I should be wearing gloves. And you know, you're right.
The earth in my hands.
Dude, that's what I tell them. I mean, that's half the reason I'm here, just so I can feel the earth in my fingers. I don't think I could live without that. You know what I mean? I just love the feel of the earth. Mother
I
Earth.
do get myself once in a while, but
Yeah.
usually I'm pretty careful.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in that field because I have a feeling that there's going to be really good stuff out there. I think I'm going to find another home site related to the spring and the stream. Great place to detect right here. But I'm going to leave that to the boys because we have bigger fish to fry.
I feel something.
Yeah, let's go fry them.
And I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I